Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Super Famicom Wars, recording this hot on the heels of the previous episode. It is still March 28th of 2024 for me, although I won't be posting it for a little while, the following week. Still going to be taking my certification exam tomorrow, the 29th. So, we are about to launch a big assault on Yuan Delta. We've been preparing a giant air assault. Got 5 T-copters with infantry almost ready to go. Oh, okay. Apparently Yuan Delta is psychically aware that I'm going to be doing... How did you see that guy? What did you have in the vicinity that can see him? Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. If he wants to use a bomber and a battlecopter to kill one guy, and then get those tens of thousands of credits worth of stuff destroyed by my strikers that are just chilling out there, that's his prerogative. He can do that. Oh, he's trying a big landing is what's going on here. He was softening up my position. Little does he realize that the fog of war has steered him astray. That's a lot of naval units, I hear. I wonder if I'm actually not going to be attacking him, if I'm going to be repelling a giant assault first. Was he just one turn ahead of me and launching a big attack? You can finally continue repairing. Excuse me, sir. You're being very rude. Oh, a battleship. Holy crap. Okay, there is a serious assault going on here. Good. I would love to finish it, and I can. And then I can use the... Oh, wow, look at all this. It really is a big assault. Look at this. Holy crap. Yep. Yuan Delta was one turn ahead of me, launching a big attack. And I love how the AI is smart enough to, launch it all in one big group like this and not just dribble it out piecemeal. That's really impressive for an SNES game. That is not bad AI. Hat tip to the programmers of this game. Having said that, okay, you're going to attack the battleship. It was smart, but it's also going to fail miserably. Because I had a giant air force sitting here ready to respond to this nonsense. The damage is not nearly as good as I was hoping. So many targets for this striker. That is a full-strength fighter. That's actually somewhat terrifying. Wow, he really launched a serious attack here. It's a good thing I had this big air force here. So you're basically dead, you're basically dead. I don't think that I care that much about his T-copter. I don't think that's the real thing I need to worry about here. I'm thinking. Do I sink a lander? No, that's not the priority here either. The priority are his bomber and his battleship, I think. Now, his fighter is gonna have a fun time attacking my strikers, but they do have it outnumbered, so it's not going to be able to get them all. I mean, it's outnumbered 4-1. Now, the battleship can shoot at some of my air units too, but we definitely have the advantage there. Alright, it's time to launch our own assault. Maybe I should get into position to attack that H-tank. Alright, and we've got a big ground assault of our own on the way. Let's see, his shoal is right here, so that's where we're going to be dropping off our ground units. Let's get another lander. I think I'll just stick with 4 heavy tanks for the time being. And then maybe I will build more air units, although I can't afford any right now, so that'll have to wait till next turn. Now my choppers are not going to want to try to drop off any duders until we soften things up there. Because they would just get annihilated by all that stuff he has. Pretty cool how Yuan Delta and I sort of ended up launching simultaneous assaults. His fell just a little bit, fell in the sense of falling like a hammer blow. His was launched just a little bit earlier than mine, but I think I'm going to repel it quite handily and then maybe even be able to counterattack. So this is exciting stuff. This suddenly turned really fun this episode. Previous episode was almost all just set up in an occasional little skirmish here and there, but now the real battle begins. Going for the bomber, huh? Pretty good damage against it, too. Gosh dang. Still ridiculous that you shoot your main guns at air units. I'll never stop making fun of that. Don't know what you think you're doing there, Battlecopter. Okay, yeah, I was right. Strikers do get annihilated by fighters when it's an even exchange. So that's their downfall, is they're poor against fighters. Oh wow, he's really going for it. He is really going for it. Quite the massive assault that he put together for this. Interesting stuff. We have a variety of things we need to deal with here. You, at 2 health, are not going to accomplish much. Help repel these infantry, then. At 5 health, you're not going to accomplish much either, so you can also help repel the infantry. You will do some more damage to the battleship. I don't know why his landers are just sitting there. That's perplexing to me. Battleships are tough. Now, 2-on-1, my strikers will defeat this fighter. Barely. Okay, yeah, so fighters are way better than strikers at the air-to-air. That is confirmed as being the big downfall of the striker then. Alright, you're not capturing anything. Get out of here. Oh, I can't get at that guy. That's irritating. He's obviously not going to be able to capture this in 1 turn, so this striker is going to work on continuing to destroy his naval units. Every time, I love the panicking guys on the transports. That's so good. Ah, what the heck, just stay there. Alright, now it's my turn to start my attack at the same time. We'll see how you deal with a 2-front war, Yuan Delta. Jeez, that was really, really ineffective. What the heck? I know it's a heavy, but come on, you're a battleship. 3 damage is it? Color me unimpressed. Maybe the striker will do better. Wow, well, heavies are tough. I can move my cruiser in a little. Okay, he's got an anti-air there. He's got a lot of stuff there. Let's see. Let's try sneaking around to the north. And yeah, they'll run out of fuel and die, but another couple of air units might not be a bad idea to help soften this up. Yep, the battle is joined in earnest. Look at this. There's fighting all over the place. This is really fun, actually. This is pretty awesome. This might be the coolest battle we've had so far in Super Famicom Wars. Jeez, you're still at just 7. It's taking so long to repair that fighter. Gonna mute and blow my nose while he takes his turn. The fact that he had a fresh fighter ready to go sucks. Oh, that sucks. That's a huge problem, actually. That's hugely problematic. The strikers just cannot handle multiple fighters. We actually have a real problem to deal with. I might need to send a battleship down there to help bring that situation under control. That extra fighter that he had waiting in the wings suddenly turned that situation from totally under control to, oh, this looks bad. So that's really back and forth. Okay, you need dealt with. Get out of here. That was pathetic. Okay, granted, that's a injured striker still. Or bomber, I mean, not striker, injured bomber. Oh, that one was even more injured. I had forgotten about that. Repelling this might not be the easiest thing. I need more reinforcements, really. Can't believe I'm struggling this much to repel a few infantry, good lord. Deal with them. Don't let them capture our cities. Okay, the fighter is just going to have its way with my Air Force here. So my Air Force is just going to have to do as much damage as it can before that fighter really messes me up. First of all, that battleship is expensive and annoying, so let's finish it off. Oh my god, are you serious? They're really tough. they feel a little too tough almost. They take such a beating, it's a little ridiculous. You know, you're so hurt. Can this guy finish you? Good. No, I think we're okay, actually, because I do still have 2 strikers here. And his fighter did take a little damage, destroying one of them. Of course, my strikers are also hurt, so we'll see. Weird that his landers are just sitting there letting me destroy them like this. You know, I was complimenting the AI on launching this big combined assault, but then its landers just sit there, which is perplexing. I mean, doing literally anything else with them other than just having them sit there and eat my shots would be better. So, perplexing. Strange decisions being made. Alright, you know what? I think I'm not going to send a battleship to the south after all. I think that is still under control. Barely. If he reinforces the attack even more, it's going to start to become a problem. But for now, I think I want them to continue softening up our landing zone. Now, he had an anti-air, which I was going to attack with my battleship, but then he moved it back out of visual range. I don't know where it is now. I had forgotten that sea units can go on rivers in this version. I mean, I never even have experienced that firsthand yet. This is the first time, but I remember a commenter mentioning that. That's really interesting. Alright, let's finish off the H-Tank. I don't want it going back and getting repaired. Now I am exposing my striker if his anti-air is in the area to shoot at it. Alright, I think we can consider this beach softened up with the combination of air and naval artillery. So, that means it's time to start dropping dudes. Let's get some D-Day going on here. Alright, you're not the only one who can conduct big combined assaults, Yuan Delta. Maybe I shouldn't bunch them all up there. Maybe I should send some farther north. To go with the 4 heavy tanks I'm about to drop off, by way of greeting. And then the Striker bomber duo I just manufactured will help out with that as well. What to build next? What to build next? Part of me just wants to keep on cranking out the air, but we've seen that it's a little problematic because of the fuel issues. Am I like 700 short of a battleship? Yes. That's irritating. Maybe I'll just save my money this turn. Okay, that looks good, I think. Like I said, this is really cool. This big 2-front war going on. Big back and forth battles. Well, the southern one is back and forth. The northern one has just been me bombing the heck out of his units on the beach. There's that anti-air. Trying to capture his city, lured it out of hiding. Got him all riled up. Good lord! He has so many air units. I really am just not going to be able to repel all this. Yeah, I just cannot repel this much stuff. I need to send reinforcements down there to the south at some point. He is slowly winning that front. Such a cool battle, though. definitely the coolest that we've had in Super Famicom Wars so far. I'm keeping the animations on because this is so cool. Even though it's making it take a lot longer. But yeah, we need reinforcements down there. Badly. And because they can also shoot at air, a battleship would be a good reinforcement, but I might want to soften up this anti-air tank first. I would have called it a AAA, anti-air artillery. I think that would have been a better name for it than a tank, but whatever. There, that went well. So, we're finally going to get to see the animation of the port getting captured. That's going to be good fun. I mean, that one just looked normal, but I'm assuming something funny happens when you fully capture it since a commenter specifically asked for it. Alright, he has a submarine, which we can only attack with a cruiser or another submarine. I think that was the rule. Ugh, this is problematic for us. Alright, well, I do have a fighter. That's gonna help. So, maybe we're still okay down here after all. Barely. Just hanging on by the skin of our teeth, basically. That's such a weird phrase. I mean, teeth don't have skin, so it's very perplexing. Good. There. Repelled. Get out of here. Now I want my infantry to go block the beach again. Now that they've helped repel that. You guys need to refuel and repair, good lord. Yeah, we are still just barely holding our own down here, contrary to my fears. But assuming he keeps sending reinforcements, it's not going to remain true forever, obviously. That honestly actually went better than I thought it was going to. I thought we'd be at a bigger disadvantage. Maybe we got a good roll on the RNG. Okay, time to begin our own landing with some serious forces. 4 heavy tanks is no joke. You know what I could do? I could build a supply truck to send to the east so that I can have my choppers go up here and fetch these guys for a second wave of drops and not run out of fuel. That seems advisable. I wish I'd thought of it a turn ago. This assault's going reasonably well. I think that he devoted a lot of his resources to hitting me in the south, which means I'm not running into as much opposition with this assault as I otherwise might have. You continue spotting for me, cruiser. You know, that's one legitimate use a cruiser has, is, yes, spotting enemy units on a naval map like this. It'll also be useful for taking out his submarine, presumably. Oh, that went great. You know, I feel like strikers are better bombers than they are fighters. That seems to be the case. Yes, this assault is going well. Things are really hairy down to the south, but here on the northern front. So far, it's going real smoothly. There, dropping off guys all along his shoreline. Alright, are we good for a turn? Except we have to build stuff. Want to build this time. Honestly, I'm tempted to just keep that aerial train going. It works out. And maybe I'll get another heavy tank. There, now that I've blown all my money. Geez, my nose is running so much, it's very irritating. I'll go ahead and mute for some more of that while Yuan Delta takes his turn. This continues to be going pretty smoothly, including to the south. My fighter will finish off his striker. My striker will bomb his lander. Now, it was already hurt. How much again? That's the wrong button. Only, okay. Oh man, and he has a bomber. Okay, you know what? The bomber is the bigger priority. Even though we'll barely touch it. The fighter will be able to deal with it once fighter gets another turn. Alright, you have plenty of fuel to hover there a bit. You are going to take forever to repair. I could send it to the east and join it with the other one. But that assumes the other one will still be alive. Well, let's be optimists and hope that's the case. Anything in range of my battleships? No. In which case, move them south to simultaneously get in position to shoot stuff on Yuan Delta's southern shore and reinforce this position a bit. I also lost track of his submarine. Okay, let's see. The bomber could preempt the anti-air a bit. I don't think this fight will go great for us, unfortunately. Okay, no, that actually went decently well. I'm not too displeased with that. My strikers should try to finish off this artillery. Good. And then I will move this guy south to start attempting capture operations. Alright, we've been waiting for this. What's it look like? I'm gonna guess he gets pulled into the ocean? Okay, he just falls into the ocean. Okay, I mean, that was entertaining. I'll be honest, I was hoping for something more hilarious than that, but still, watching him run into the water was good fun. I enjoyed that. So thank you for the suggestion. Commenter whose name I unfortunately don't remember. Sorry about that. But I did your request, so there you go. And it was good fun. All right, let's see. All right, you'll go to pick up the heavy tanks that I'm going to be building. Now I'm going to want you guys to refuel, so I'm going to move them in the direction of supply truck. Okay, this all seems to be going pretty well. We're actually successfully performing an amphibious landing. It's crazy. First time for everything, I guess. Alright, now we have 4 heavy tanks in his territory, and that's nothing to sneer at. That's no joke. Not to mention all the air units running around blowing stuff up and a couple battleships. And all the infantry capturing the cities. So yeah, this is going well. Alright, let's sniff out whatever units he may have here to the east. I'm starting to think there might not be much of anything. Okay, cool, cool. My big southern air assault I had planned ended up being a frantic air defense, but it sure was a good thing I had those there. Oh, is that a battleship? Okay, there's a battleship I can't see. That's a problem. I'll try to get my submarine down to destroy it. Okay, does my cruiser have enough movement to go take his submarine out? Interesting. He's had a helicopter flying around over there for a while. Oh, he apparently just tried to drop off an infantry there, I think. There's that lander. I'd love to finish it off. It would be a very expensive loss for him, since it also has 2 tanks on it. Alright, the battle continues. And you do have enough movement. Alright, cruiser. You only have a few purposes in life, and this is one of your biggest ones, so do me proud. Okay, that was pretty good. Definitely decisively wins that engagement. Now, I'm just going to send this to go deal with his battleship. Yeah, get that A-tank. Other battleship is going to continue heading south to shore up these defenses, which have held out remarkably well. Man, medals for all of these pilots who have done a fantastic job of repelling this massive assault. No? Oh, because that's a fighter. I'm an idiot. Oh no, I was saying that I hope my striker lives long enough for this one to join it. And it didn't, because he had a shadow battleship. That is depressing. Sadness. I'm going to continue to leave the animations on just because it's such a cool battle. I'm enjoying it so much. Oh, it's going to take us forever to kill this lander because they're so tough. Yes, panic. Panic, you fools. good. Man, this striker-bomber combo that led this assault is doing work. At some point, they're going to run out of fuel and crash, but until then, they're going to have destroyed so much stuff. Bomber, you let me down. I was just vouching for you. It's taking us forever to get that one. I could sit here and prevent him from dropping off an infantry on that. Cheesy tactics. Nice work. That animation was a little different, wasn't it? Or am I crazy? I feel like that was a little different. Yeah, it definitely was. That wasn't the same animation. Huh. I wonder if it just randomly uses a different one sometimes, or if there's a particular reason that it used a different one there. Very interesting. So many neat little details with the animations. Alright, good. Alright, with 4 more dudes to expedite capturing, we're really going to start taking you on Delta's island for ourselves. We've got a bunch more aircraft on the way. This is going really well. I think he threw almost everything he had into his assault. And then what few defenders he did have, our combination of battleships and air units really tore them apart. Alright, let's... Alright, actually, you know what? It's weird to use a heavy tank as a scout, but I'm going to. See if there's anything up there. These two will head to the east. Now, they'd be a more powerful force if they were all together, but I'm kind of spreading them out to cast a really wide net with my capturing. I just want to flush out any units that he happens to have defending any of this, but it looks like there's nothing. It looks like it's all mine for the taking. Let's see, so I'll be able to load these guys onto the lander whenever it returns. Meanwhile, I think let's just get another striker for starters, and then another bomber. We can't quite afford one yet. He looks concerned. He should. It's not going well for him. Sad Yuan Delta. Maybe I'll be Yuan Delta again in the... oh, okay. His bomber's coming to have words. Maybe I'll be Yuan Delta again in the next match. I like Yuan Delta. I don't know why. I just like his character design. And he's the first CO in the lineup, so I feel like he's sort of implied to be the protagonist. But yeah, I like his character design, I like his expressions. He seems cool. I'm also much fonder of Hitler than I probably should be. Hitler's a very fun CO. Alright, so he is starting to fight back a little bit against my invasion force. Not nearly enough. And my forces to the south are finally collapsing. They've held out remarkably well for a very long time, but they're not miracle workers. They can only do so much. Alright, let's prepare the next wave of the big para-dropping invasion that involves no parachutes whatsoever. And honestly, it would have to be planes to be para-dropping. I don't think you really para-drop out of helicopters. Maybe you rappel out of a helicopter, or it just lands and you all disembark off of it, but I don't think parachutes are really involved. Oh, this is irritating. Alright, we're gonna switch things up a little bit, how we're doing them here. Because I want the heavy to take out this infantry. Well, close enough, I guess. Close enough for government work. Alright, the striker will eat this bomber for breakfast. Strikers have definitely shown their value here. Whenever there's a fighter around, it eats them up in a one-on-one fight, but other than that, they've done really well. Okay, I think I can finish off his submarine. Excellent. And his lander, that'll be an expensive loss for him. Now that helicopter has just been buzzing around my territory for the longest time. It doesn't even have a dude. It's almost out of fuel. I don't even need to deal with it. It's just going to run out of fuel and crash. Now I need to find his battleship and destroy it with my submarine, but in the meantime, my submarine can hopefully finish off this lander. Excellent. Okay, I think we've officially repelled his invasion, finally. 79 fuel is plenty. Oh, there's a cruiser and a battlecopter. No sign of his battleship. I guess I'll go hunting for that. 31, you're gonna crash at some point here. Just do what damage you can before that day comes. Alright, you men will spread out and continue the capturing. Just make sure there's nothing up here. Nope, it's all mine for the taking. Now my heavy tanks could even run out of fuel. The recon, okay, not scary. I mean, my infantry would find it scary. A heavy tank and a bomber do not. His guys need to stop surviving with 1 hit point. Quit doing that. It's rude. It might finally be at the point where I should turn animations off. I've waited a lot longer than normal, but we're up to 44 minutes on the recording. So, I mean, I don't want this to take too terribly long. Let's see what to build next. Ha. Could get another battleship, maybe. My battleships have not been doing badly for me. And then maybe another bomber. But yeah, I think it's finally time, sadly. I've been enjoying them a lot. It's been such a cool battle. Yep, okay, that battle... No, that was a flak cannon that did that. And his battleship is still there somewhere. The fight's not over yet. Maybe this will be a 3-parter after all. Well, that was unfortunate. This may turn into a three-parter. There's still a bit of fighting left, I think. Yuan Delta's not down for the count. You know what? There, 8 heavy tanks is terrifying. Alright, let's split these guys up a bit. Expedite the capturing. Alright, you can come back down here. And I forget, these guys could just refuel on cities, right? I think that's true. Not that this guy needs to yet at 42. He's doing alright. Sure, be hilariously ineffectual. Alright, you have fuel issues. Let's see. Alright, the situation down here to the south has some issues too. I do not like his cruiser being right next to my submarine, for example. That cruiser is what's giving his battleship visibility to shoot so much of my stuff, I think. Okay, there. That takes care of that. You deal with the fighter. Now, sure, his cruiser can attack it, but at 2 hit points, it's not going to get much done. So I'm not too concerned. Also, this striker could just finish it off. That's an option too. Never mind. No, it can't. Why not? Can you just... Oh, you have no ammunition. That's a good reason. Okay, try to fly back to the airport and reload. You may run out of fuel. Wow. I wasn't paying attention. One of my aircraft actually ran out of ammo. Good lord. Alright, I'm going to continue my rampage through his territory then. Oh, a heavy. Okay. My aircraft will deal with that. Okay, my helicopters. I might want to send one more over here to expedite all this capturing. Because there's a lot of stuff to capture there. And then the other 2 probably send to the southeast. There's a possibility I might want even more dudes. Okay, I think we're good for now. There's my cruiser, though. Might have just put my cruiser in range of his battleship to get destroyed. His T-copter just crashed. I think that's exactly what just happened. My visibility. No. May want to replace that. I do really like how the AI respects the fog of war in this game. I appreciate that a great deal. He's trying another landing. Good grief. He keeps pressuring the south. It's not going to do anything for him, ultimately, I don't think. But he's determined to try. He's not a quitter, that Yuan Delta. The AI never is, even when it should be. Nice one-shot. Love it. Okay, those are all mine. I'm going to be getting a really overwhelming production advantage going here, too. Actually, you go north. Beautiful. I love it. Yeah, we're going to be making so much more money than him now. A lot of targets for my battleships. I need to find his battleship. There it is. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Holy crap. Yeah, this fight is not over. Not by a long shot. That's not what I meant. I meant to shoot the fighter. Oh well. Oh well. Aw, how would you do against a half-strength A-tank? I'm curious. That's a lot of anti-air. Maybe I should go for the flak cannon. Which is just sitting there with no fuel, apparently. That's quite amusing. It'll be inside the range of all his anti-air except the battleship, unfortunately. Oh! Okay, I also didn't see that. That's a problem. Oh well, my aircraft there are about to get pretty reamed, I think. You know, maybe I should just gather my heavy tanks and go down there and kick some butt with them. Really wish I could actually, like, capture factories on his island and build stuff here to, you know, not have the match take quite so long. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Definitely my least favorite featuring Super Famicom Wars. Don't understand the reasoning for it. Don't know what they were thinking from a game design perspective with that one. But yeah, you know what? I'm starting to think this is going to be our first three-parter, actually. Because I think it's going to take forever if we were to try to finish it in this video. There's still a lot of fighting left. Look at all this crap. So you know what? I'm going to call it an episode there, and I feel pretty confident that in the next episode we're going to be able to finish it off. And that means I'm going to be recording 3 episodes in one evening. Wow, I'm going to be way ahead. I might even... Who knows? Maybe I'll even schedule more than 1 episode per week with this batch. Maybe I'll go crazy. We'll see. So I'll see you next time for hopefully the conclusion of the epic battle of Deer Harbor. I'll see you then.